So you might have heard about the Tumon Night Market. Well, recently, just at the end of July, beginning of August, they launched something new, something that people have been waiting for, and that is a night market down here in the tourist area of Tumon. And quickly, if you're not familiar with Tumon, this is Tumon. This is the lower part of Tumon, where all the hotels are. As I've said in other videos, Hyatt, you have Dusitani, Guam Reef, and more going down that way. But this is the area, the night market area. Every Sunday you can actually go to this market here in Tumon. So as you can see, you have the I Love Guam sign, so it's pretty iconic to have it right here. People can come and take photos and stuff, and then you have this like whole area, seating area to chill out. But this is part of this place here, and they open up the concession stand here, as you can see. Oh, Sandcastle, that's what it is. Totally forgot. But yeah, the Sandcastle Beer Garden menu, so you can get beer, you can drink, you can bring your food in, because you know there's a lot of vendors out there, and then come here and you chill out in the shade and the lights, and this is a nice area. But basically what I'm going to do is we're gonna walk, and as I walk down this way, I'm gonna kind of show you the area of where the night market is. As I did go, I attended it last night for the first time. It was the second time it was open, but I didn't really vlog, so to speak, right? But I basically just want to show you how this night market is something new that came to Guam, and this is something that people actually are enjoying, and you can tell this is something they should have done a long time ago. But there are some downsides to it, which we'll talk about. So as you will see, this is where the bulk of the night market is, all along the streets here. So there's the island, and that's kind of the divider, but there are stalls and vendors and stuff on each side, some performances, a live stage, and little things that, you know, young children can do while they're here at the night market. Now, as you can see, it's pretty dead out here. It is a Monday here, so it's the beginning of the week. It's 2 p.m., middle of the afternoon. Nobody really comes out when it's this hot. Sometimes they do, but as you can see, yeah, it's dead compared to what it was last night at 5 p.m. and onwards. But yeah, the night market is from 5 p.m. That's when it begins, and then I think it runs towards 8 p.m. or something. Not exactly sure on the time, but at 5 o'clock it's still really humid and pretty hot outside, so it's a little bit difficult to deal with. You'll be sweating a lot, so there's not a whole lot of shade other than going under the vendors' tents when you come to the night market. So maybe better to go later in the evening. So now you can see, here I am. I've made it to the DFS store. This is where it began. This is where they had the big ATM truck, and this is where the market, the night market, began, all along this little stretch. So it's not that big of an area. It could be longer, but this is just where they placed it. Now, if you are gonna come to the Tumon Night Market, there's a few things I recommend doing. One being, sample the different food options there are. You could go with the barbecue plate like I did, where you get a huge selection for like 20 bucks or so, and then you're really full. It's really enough for 2 people, to be honest. All right, what do we got here? We got the red rice, iconic to Guam. We have some baby back ribs, short ribs, and then we got some skewers. Not sure, we probably have pork and chicken, and then there is corn on the cob, fettuccine Denny underneath, of course, that's a staple here, and macaroni salad. Good stuff for $19. Or you can get little appetizers like the place I went to at first, where I got this pita with lamb shish kebab on it, and that was pretty good, $5. So you can do stuff like that, get a little bit of everything. And then there's a lot of drinks. There's a lot of ice cream and things like that to cool you down with the heat out here. And seeing how Guam is a hot and humid climate, I couldn't pass up a strawberry mango smoothie, which was absolutely refreshing while walking around. So I totally recommend trying little things and not just filling up on one vendor, you know. Sample it around, or fill up on one but then come back, you know, a week later. But I don't know how long the night market is gonna last. It might only be here for 1 month, 2 months or something. I don't know, so it's definitely worth to check out. Alright, so a quick couple things about the Tumon Night Market. It's a little crowded. As I was saying, that space, it's just not enough space for the amount of people that showed up on the first and second night. Now, I don't know if it's going to thin out over the next couple weeks, but when you are there, you'll see you're shoulder to shoulder. There's not much room, and a big problem of that is they have these little train rides for the kids, and which is really cool. That's a really great aspect to keep the kids entertained and stuff, but it clogs up the way, you know, from walking, so you have to be conscious about where you're walking, because that's coming and you have to get out of the way, and then there's lines to the stand. So it's very overcrowded. They need more space. And I don't know if they're able to like push the vendors back farther or something, or maybe just make it longer, that way they can space it out better. But it's a little bit jam-packed in a small area, so that's one of the things that maybe isn't so great about it at the start, but it can improve, I think. Another thing that you will see is that when you are there, it's very open sun. There's not a whole lot of shade. There's some that you can get off into, but to be honest, it's pretty open sun until that sun goes down. So from 5 to about 6:30, it's really humid, it feels really hot, and you will sweat a lot, especially with a lot of the barbecue stands. You know, they're grilling, so the heat is just blasting all around you. If you're not a person that's used to that, it could be a little bit difficult, but maybe bring a fan, like one of the mobile fans. Those would work great for that situation. Or even just head over to the beach or head into one of the shops next door, the restaurants, and just go in, get some AC, and then come out. And you guys might be wondering, because I was wondering, where do you park? I didn't quite see where you're supposed to park, but the truth is you can really park anywhere. So where the Tumon Night Market is on each end, you can park away from there. There are different spots you can park, like at the hotels, if there's available spots. You can park next to Savage Sandwich. There's a big lot there that they're actually guiding people to. You can park at EPOW, and they have a shuttle that will bring you down to the market. So there's plenty of options to park. I chose to park over by Nikko, Tsubaki Tower, and Lotte Tower. That seemed to be a good area as there's a lot of parking, but it's a farther walk for sure. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video showing you the Tumon Night Market, as it is something that is new to Guam here, and something that should have happened a long time ago, I think. We have other night markets like the Chamorro Village one on Wednesdays, sometimes food trucks at Skinner Plazas or in Dededo and other places like that. But this one is needed as it's right here in the hub of the tourist center, so you get locals and you get tourists coming here all the time, and it's a really convenient location. And you know, you can just take food, go over to the beach, go into the hotels and things like that. It promotes the growth in sales of other businesses around this area, like across the street. You know, there's other bars and stuff, so people might hang out and then want to go drink or do something else after. So I think the Tumon Night Market is a great idea, so hopefully it stays long term and it's not just something that's going to happen for 1 to 2 months and then going to be gone forever. I know it's pretty hard blocking off the street and stuff, but there's ways around it, and this is something Guam needs as the tourism industry is struggling here. So yeah, that's it for this quick video, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video here in Guam somewhere doing something. So I'll catch you in the next video. There goes the Tumon shuttle. Now I gotta walk home.